So, hello everyone. We're going to discuss about Pokemon Firered and LeafGreen and discuss my personal opinion about these games. Now, there are mixed opinions about these games being released on the eShop. Now, I'm going to explain the positive side of it. Now, the one positive side is are legally available to buy it on the eShop. So, for $20. Yes, that seemed a lot for these games, $20 a piece, but it's most likely better than paying $100 plus on eBay for scalpers who are selling these games every day for that price. And I can tell you this, I don't have the money to pay for that, but each their own if you want to pay for it. But now you have the opportunity to buy these games digitally, which is a positive plus. Now, another positive thing is that you can actually get the legendaries events, which is Ho-Ho and Lugia, and also you can get Deoxys. What from the internet source that I saw, they are actually available with the tickets in the game. So that's another positive part of the game I can see. Um, Now, another good thing about this game is that eventually, which it will be available to Pokemon Home, once the support is available to it, because you know the Pokemon Company, they always say they have home support, but they wait until like 2 months later to release Pokemon Home support for whatever game get released. I was surprised they didn't just have it just available like immediately for these games. But again, the Pokemon Company, this is how they operate sometimes. But anyways, that's not a good thing. And you can also move them through, well, one-time transfer to ZA, or you can move them to Pokemon Champion, but you can't move back to Fire Red and Leaf Green. They is a one-time transfer to home in general. But the good thing is that I can see people playing this game and playing it using champions because the most likely most of the Pokemon on them game going to be on champion. Cause we already see the Golden Boy Charizard in the game, so I believe Blastoise, Venusaur are going to be in the game easily. But anyways, these are the positive aspect for it. Now the negative is that you can't do online play. I don't know why they cannot do online play. I mean, it's there, it's available. The only thing I can think of is that they didn't want to change the code because it may do something to the ratings because of the gambling part in the game corner. But I feel that that could be a possibility, but kind of hard to think about. But another possibility is that they didn't want to just do the work for it because it's an older title. They tend to want to continue to work on newer titles. So putting resources on trying to do online play, which seemed very easy to do. I'm not no programmer, so I can't say like, hey, yeah, they could just do this and this and it'd be done. I don't know. Other people probably do know because the people make the emulators and have the ROMs and etc. They go well beyond making these games work between each other. Because you can do Pokemon Stadium with the original games and have the connection on there with the emulator with transfer packs, and it works. So it really depends on the Pokemon Company effort of doing this. So that's one thing I did not like. And the second is that you can't transfer the Pokemons to the Coliseum games. And we already know why. Essentially, because the Coliseum games are the NSO, they don't want people to create save states or save the game to basically clone Pokemon. They are against that. So I can see why that's not gonna happen. And if you already know, Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, you can't do the same thing either because they don't have the Game Boy Color games, well, Game Boy games, and they already said they're not having no plans to allow you to transfer Pokemon from the Game Boy games if there's a possibility they come available. So that's not happening. So we already knew that part. And another thing that really kind of caused a stir was the natural dex. I don't really care too much about it, to be honest. It is what it is. You just get the Pokemon you want in the game. You know, you won't get some Johto Pokemon. You won't get certain Pokemon that you will get if you play the Coliseum or you play Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, because you need those games to get a full natural dex. And it's not a concern to me, but I know others enjoy doing. They like to collect aspect of the games. But other than that, just play the game as they have it for now. But what from my hearing on the internet is that someone found some code that Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald is in the coding of Firered and LeafGreen. So there's a possibility these games will be available. So you can delete your natural dex. Your natural dex. But that's the only negative aspect I have about this game. And these games, the amount of people complain about it, about the price and everything, these games will be making millions. I mean, the sales will be high. Because you talking about Gen 1's, games made in the 90s. Pokemon Mania. If you was there, you're there. You know. Merchandise everywhere. Pokemon movie come out, being sold out everywhere in theaters. People want to buy this. People who were born at that time frame was going to buy this. People who were born probably late 2000, so like 2003, 4, they probably played this game too. So it is really one of that game. It's really one of the ultimate classic Pokemon games to play, because one thing I can say, these are probably I'm gonna get some flack on it, probably the second best Pokemon remakes. The first is my personal favorite, so could be a bit biased, is Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They are the best game to play to me as a Pokemon game. And if the Pokemon company decide, hey, we're gonna release Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver for $40 a piece, you better believe your ass I'm gonna run up my ass and pre-order this game. Like Pokemon company, take my money. I'm sorry, I got bias on that, but because I played Gold and Silver since I was 8 or 9 years old, enjoyed the game, and that's just my personal favorite. Everyone has their personal favorite, regardless of what gen it is. So that's what I think about it. If you feel that the games are too overpriced, lack of effort, just send me out a comment of your opinion about it, and let's discuss how you feel about the game. Anyways, this is the end of the video. Thank you for listening.